Hey everybody, Mark Agnesi here in the back room of Norman's Rare Guitars. We're back.
Yeah.
Welcome back to another week of Guitar of the Day. Oh, I am a father of two.
Woo!
Yes. My son Luca Patrick Agnesi was born well, it was Saturday, September 9th. I had a killer Straturday worked up for you guys. It was some guy's birthday. He wanted me to play Wang Chung. I even learned a freaking Wang Chung song. And like 3:30 in the morning, my wife wakes me up in the middle of the night. My water broke. Which, by the way, happens all the time in the movies. Like only like 10% of women, their water breaks. So I got an extra day on my vacation. Not that it was much of a vacation. It's just doing diapers and not sleeping. But forgot about that first part of it. It's like the first couple days, man. It's like the adrenaline rush meets complete and sheer exhaustion at the same time. It's great. It's like you're up and doing, but it's not much different than me on a normal day. Man, if you could see Jen right now, she's all tan and shit. Where are you at in Mexico? You went to Mexico.
You know, Puerto Morelos, everywhere, Cancun.
She was all over that country.
It was fun.
Sounds like a good time. Norm went up to Seattle, bought us a bunch more guitars, which is cool. Let's see, what else happened just to catch up? The Cleveland Indians, my Cleveland Indians, broke the record most wins in a row. That's pretty sweet. People will still say that they didn't do it, but I think that's been pretty undisputed now. They have the record most consecutive wins, which was pretty cool. And then we also just got today, Norm and Marlene are on the cover of the new Music Inc. magazine, which is something you probably, unless you work in the industry, wouldn't probably see on your newsstand. But, you know, talking about the old social media thing.
Oh, who does that?
I don't know. The glue. Let's see. So we're back. It's Telly Tuesday. I got the freaking t-shirt on and everything. We've done an original one of these, but I got one of these right before we closed down last time. You guys like these guitars. I haven't played guitar in like 10 days and we start with a freaking Beatle guitar. For Telly Tuesday, come on back. This is from last year. This is from 2016. This is a Fender Custom Shop limited edition George Harrison Telecaster Master Built by Mr. Paul Waller. This is number 74, I believe. 72 of the 100 that they made. Now these are starting to get confusing because they've done a whole lot of these, but this is the one you want. They've done Rosewood Telly reissues. They've done Master Built Rosewood Telly reissues. They just came out with another George Harrison thing this year. This is the one. This is the one Paul got to sit down with George's actual Rosewood Telecaster, study all the specs on it, and build 100 exact replicas. Funny story, Norm could have bought George's, like we talked about the Country Gent. He actually could have bought George's Rosewood Telly as well. George gave it to Delaney Bramlett from Delaney and Bonnie. When Norm saw it, Delaney had done some stuff to it. He had routed out for a humbucker in the neck and had done some things. They were going to do the deal, and then Norm saw in some article that George gave the guitar to Delaney. He didn't sell it to him, so he didn't know if it was a loan thing. He didn't know if he was going to shell out a bunch of money, and then George was going to come back and say, hey, that's my guitar, man. It wasn't his to sell. So he passed on it. But we did do an original not that long ago. Here's the deal with these and what makes them a little bit different than some of the other ones that they've done. So there's a few specs on George's. Now George's was the actual prototype. And there's a few small differences. First off being nut width. This one's got an extra 1/8 of an inch at the nut. So it's a little bit wider here in the front, a little bit more spacing in the first position. Other peculiar thing about this is the spaghetti logo, which you usually stop seeing around 1964 when Fender goes into the transition logo guitars. George's had a spaghetti logo, and it was also kind of put in a different spot, so they had to relocate the string tree as well, which gives you a slightly different pull off the back of the nut here on the E and the B strings. This is a 4-piece Rosewood body, so it's sandwiched here with a little strip of maple. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are chambered inside. It's not as bad as you would think weight-wise. People always go, those things are so heavy. And yeah, they can be. It's not terrible. it's really not that bad on the weight. No skunk stripe on this one, which is how the Proto was. The one that we had actually had a maple skunk stripe going down the back of it. And then laminated rosewood fingerboard. Other really cool thing on this, they got Abigail Ybarra to come out of retirement to wind the pickups for this guitar. So there's, like I said, they did 100 of these. All the pickups were hand wound by Abby. And then it's got some cool candy with it here. Let's see what this one comes with. You have the George Harrison Rosewood Tally number 72 certificate of authenticity. It also came with some photographs of George with his, which is kind of cool. And then we also have your usual stuff, polishing cloth, set of cruise tools, which are rad, by the way. I got this with one of my custom shop Strats. I use these all the time. All the rest of the custom care pack, candy, the leather strap, all that stuff. These I know sold out very, very quick, which is why they keep making all these new versions of them. But this is the George version. Guitar is in excellent condition, except for one small ding that the first owner managed to get in there. This whole thing kind of had a closet classic kind of finish. They didn't get as far as to do the route under there and stuff. They wanted it to kind of match what it looked like when the Beatles did the last concert on the rooftop when George was playing it. Kind of what it might have looked like when he was playing it then, with the amount of wear. This is a really new guitar. We normally don't do this, but this is a pretty major collector piece for the guys that collect the artist stuff. What do you say we go plug it in, see what this guy can do? All right, we're out front. We have the 2016 Fender Custom Shop Masterbuilt George Harrison all Rosewood limited edition Telecaster. Today we got it going through that new Custom Shop hand-wired deluxe reverb amp. Again, all the EQs at noon. Just a little bit of reverb. Why don't we start on the neck pickup here, see what this guy can do. Moving on, let's go into the middle position. Got a combination of those two pickups together. Let's see what we got there. guys, so let's go down to that bridge pickup all by itself. See what this guy can do wide open here. Yeah, we're back, man. This is from 2016, master built by Paul Waller in the Fender Custom Shop. One of 100 ever made. This one's number 72. It's the Fender George Harrison limited edition. All rosewood Telecaster. Oh man, cool guitar, original case, all the candy, everything you'd want to see with one. These things have been done and sold out since they basically got released. So these don't come up very often. Give me a buzz if you want this one. Till then, follow me on Instagram at Mark Agnesi. Follow the store at Norman's Rare Guitars. And check this and the rest of these guitars out online at normansrareguitars.com. We'll be back tomorrow and all week with more brand new spine-tingling episodes of Guitar of the Day. We missed you. Hope you guys missed us too. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.